Asante, karibuni nyote. Mimi na policy moja nasema tukianza tumechelewa tunamaliza on time. Tukianza on time tunamaliza on time. So inamaanisha wakati mwingi ukichelewa kuna kitu unapoteza. Manake muhimu ni tumalize on time, sio? Just to thank you all for, finding time to be here. I want us to start with a very small exercise. And the exercise is basically just how many Gen Zs are here? Gen Zs in the house. Inua mkono. Gen Zs wanaogopa kununua mkono, eh? And then hatutaki Gen Zs at heart. Ama Gen Zs na tumbo potential. How many wengine ni millennials. Millennials wako hapa ni kina nani? Millennials, okay. We have more millennials than Gen Zs, but wana sauti ama Gen Z. Alafu wengine ni Gen X. Kutoka millennial unaenda X. Gen X, eh? Gen X wale hatujui tuko wapi, mko wapi? Gen X wako wapi? How many are you? Gen X, Gen X ni watatu tu. Alafu wengine anaitwa nini? Baby boomers ama? Baby boomers wako wapi? After Gen X ni baby boomers. So tuko na amaniwe wewe ni baby boomer. Kama ujue generation yako, hebu inua mkono. Wewe ujue yako, utatupatia tu age yako, tutagoogle.
Unajua yako? Mimi niko hapo.
Sasa ndio hawa nini? So I want all the Gen Zs amka. Mutatafuta kona yenyu, kujeni pamoja. Hapo tu, mahali tu. Kujeni tu hapa karibu. All the wewe pia ni Gen Z. Si tunataka uende mali unafaa. Wewe ni Gen Z. Unajua tunakushika kwa kamera, so usibaki tunaambiwa kwa mtandao usi Gen Z. Juu tunaenda kwa label hapo Gen Zs, millennials wakuja hapa mali kina Jatu wako. Millennials hapo. Alafu Brayo wewe ni Gen Z. Enda huko. Ama wewe si Gen Z? Alafu hao wengine tulisema tunaita Gen X, eh? Gen X wakuja. Gen X wasonge hapa mahali Malasen yuko hapa. Ni Sera wenu wapi? Yeye ni wa millennial. Alafu baby boomers. Unajua nyinyi ni wazee lakini mnaitwa babies. Wewe toka hapo. Wewe enda huko. Baby boomers mkue pamoja. Songa tu hapo pamoja. Now, I want you to discuss in your generations. What, Virginia, wewe ni millennial. Millennial unakuja hapa. So, I want you to take 2 to 3 minutes with your generation and just discuss what is it that you love about that generation. Ni nini vitu mbili tu zenye mnapenda about your generation yenu? I think what and make it comfortable and even forget the other Gen Zs, time is of essence. Sasa so we will start with we start from the youngest to the oldest ama the oldest to the youngest. Wanasema ukipoint kidole moja 3 zinakupoint, so tuanzie wadogo huko. My last bonds. Yeah.
We are united and we support each other. Let's say kama hiyo scenario ya Kaluma boy in TikTok, he had a problem and the Gen Zs and all that, we came together and helped each other. And another thing that we love about our generation, it's we are outspoken. one thing that we hate about our generation is that when we hate something, when we hate something, we mean it. Tukikuchukia na roho moja kama, yeah, that's the example. Alafu, another thing is that most Gen Zs love partying and all that. Yeah, so that's it.
So what one thing we like about us, we are very objective. We'll say that sisi ndo tulizaliwa era internet. Sisi ndo tumecreate Kenya saizi majenzi wanaringa nayo for lack of better words. For lack of better words. So nasema, that's what I'm trying to say. You're enjoying our fruits, ndio? Yeah, that's how. Kitu ingine, we are critical thinkers. We think on logic. Hatuko impulsive. Kitambo tu tufikiria tufanye tumefikiria hii tukienda hivi, yeah, and logic. What we don't like about us is we are a bit timid. We have everything. Tuko na kila kitu, knowledge tuko nayo. Tuko everything kwa disposal, lakini we don't have that enough courage kama ya Gen Zs. So I think that is, yeah, hiyo tu. And also we have patience. Tuko na patience ya mababu. Gen X they passed it to us.
Okay.
Yes.
Tutasikia mababu Kenya wanasema. Nimekuja kwa Gen X.
Gen X.
Digital.
Ni sawa. Sisi tuna affirm ya kuwa the internet inaweza haribika, simu inaweza potea. You need reference. Lazima we need reference. Simu inaweza enda. Sisi ndio generation ambayo tuko mentally, emotionally intelligent. Tunaharibu ndoa ya kwanza, tunapata ndoa ya pili, tuna sustain na tunazaa watoto na tunawalea na ndoa mbili. Failed marriage, tunaiacha, hatuanzi kulialia ati huyo wanaume ni wabaya, wanaume. No, that was a different man. I'm getting a different one. Yeah. And then we get married. We get married kabisa. Ndio maana tumewalea mko kwa nyumba. Nyinyi wote hamwezi kaa kwa nyumba zenyu. And we are the generation in leadership currently in the world. The presidents, the ministers, all the leaders within the world, they are of our generation. Why? Because we are patient. We are patient, we are calm. We look at issues from different perspectives. We can actually handle stress without you knowing that we are handling stress. That is why some people are saying we are traumatized generation, because we were beaten so much to the level that we did not lose our cool. We did not lose our cool. We remained very disciplined children. And that is why at times we say, on the negative side, we killed our generation. Because we were beaten so much. Corporal punishment was in our generation. Tulichapwa proper. Sasa wakati tunazaa, ndio maana tuko na watoto wanaweza tukana we mama mjinga kabisa na ni mtoto wako, because we decided we will not beat our children the way we were beaten. Sitapiga mtoto wangu vile nilipigwa. We are the generation that killed the bad retrogressive cultures. Like even FGM. FGM ilifika kwetu. Tukasema we've realized huko kuwa tu hivyo sitafanya hivi kwa mtoto wangu. We killed that culture. But we killed also the culture of beating. Hatukuwa chapa. Tukasema hatutaki wateseke. That is why they are very lazy and they are not patient. And then also sasa unajua nyinyi ni wa first marriage. Nyamazeni tu. Moja. Tuende pole. Tuliwachapa nyinyi wa first marriage. Baada ya kuangalia ya kuwa hii marriage iko na a lot of violence, na ilikuwa basically ilikuwa physical, then hakukuwa na a lot of physical violence, then hata hakukuwa na hii femicide, wanaume wanaua wanawake, ati wanawake wanaua wanaume. We were so emotionally intelligent to the level that wanaume wako wengi, you just walk away. Who is this? Kwani anaji sisi ndio sisi tulikuwa tunasema he is not the only fish in the pond. Ni sisi ndio tulikuwa tunasema. Yes. Hapana. Those are your words. Sisi tulisema he is not the only fish in the pond. That means within the pond there are so many beautiful and wonderful fish that we can take as alternatives. And we took alternatives. That is why we gave birth to this generation, second marriage. Sasa tukasema sasa tunawabembeleza, hatukuwachapa sana, lakini nyinyi tuliwakanyaga vizuri, hawa hatukuwapiga. Lakini also we suffered, we are the first group to suffer the challenges of unemployment. The issue of Kamlesh Patni, the first generation corruption, the first generation fraud within the government. Hiyo ndio generation tulipatana nayo, because the generation before us walikuwa wanafika, in fact class 8, by then it was 7. Mtu anamaliza 7 anaingia kazi. It was much easy to get employment. There was a lot of employment, and it was East African, not even Kenyan. Unapata mtu anafanya Kenya Railways, anafanya Kenya Railways Tanzania, anaenda Kenya Railways Uganda. But sisi tukapata crop of leaders wale. Corruption ilianza kwa generation yetu, tukamaliza form 4, ikawa sasa hatuna kazi, alafu sasa ndio tumezaa, tuko na emotional issues ya first marriage, second marriage. You find yourself, you don't build yourself career wise. Thank you.
Wow.
Kwa heshima yetu ya umri tunayo, hatusimami, tunakaa chini. Nitaambia I've seen it all. Kenya ikapata uhuru, we were there. The first government, the second government, the third government, the fourth government, the fifth government. Hatujui tutaangalia mpaka wapi. Wakati yetu tulikuwa na heshima kubwa sana. We were very intelligent people, disciplined, respect, na hatukuwa na ukabila baina yetu. Tumeishi na tumeona mengi. Kenya ilikuwa nchi moja nzuri sana. Utafute shule, shule inakutafuta. Utafute kazi, kazi inakutafuta. Okay? Almost until the late 80s. Kenya imeanza kuborogika from 90s. Tulipoingia kwa siasa, ndio nimesema sipendi siasa. Tukaleta ukabila. Tukaleta ujuaji. Tuka lose respect. Sasa watu wa generation hawa ndio waliharibu Kenya. Alafu kuja kuharibika sana ni Gen Z ndio wameharibu Kenya. Wow, they are emotionally driven.
Mnyamaze tu, msikie.
Okay? They don't recognize anybody. They don't respect anybody. And they're not disciplined. Okay? Wamesema they know it all. To me, they know nothing. General X unaweza kuongea, Millennium unaweza kuongea kidogo, sivyo? Lakini Gen Z hata wasiongee. Because let them understand Kenya imeanza wapi na Kenya imefika wapi. And what is causing problem in Kenya saa hizi. And that's why we are here, we are talking. We believe in one thing. Everybody has the right to speak. But ukiongea, kuna the element of heshima. Gen Zs are not requesting, they are demanding. X wana request. Millennium, they do consider. Sisi tunakubali kwa kila kitu limetokea. So the main issue tunayo, where are you heading to? Sivyo? Na hiyo tabia tumejiwekea saizi hapa. There's freedom of speech, freedom of expression, but how do you go about it? I don't hate you, Gen Zs, as persons. I hate what you do and the way you are doing it. Okay? This group can consider they can come to the table. People can talk. That group, they can initiate dialogue. And as is, we are there to participate in all. So the question is, I'm throwing the ball to Gen Zs. Mnatakaje?
Hii conflict ambayo tuko nayo hapa hivi ya intergenerational, how is it affecting, how is it manifesting pale nje ndani ya hiyo mtaa? Because sisi ni sample kidogo sana, ndio? But pale nje, how is this manifesting pale ndani ya hiyo ni? Vijana mnaweza kaa na wazee kweli?
We are missing the connect between this generation, this and that. I want to give an example of the city of Nairobi. Nairobi was designed some years ago. The designers of Nairobi didn't know that someday Nairobi will have a population of more than 5 million. This one has led to now we are struggling to share water. 5 million people want to share water, want to share the drainages, want to share resources that were meant for 100,000 people. The boomers and this generation,
X, wanaitwa X.
X.
Yeah.
They didn't put that in consideration. That's why there's conflict at this moment. And the Gen Zs, they might be seeing it. Where will we be in the next 100 years? Where should this country be in the next 30 years? They want to live today because that's where they are. But they are not seeing themselves in 10 years or 20 years. The Gen Zs are seeing themselves, we are in this country for another 40 years. How will we be in the next 40 years when the country at the moment is like this? Like let's say the price of fuel, it hasn't gone down since 2000. It keeps on exceeding. We are seeing ourselves buying a liter of petrol at 3,000. We want to put a stop of this.
Now.
How will we not depend on fuel? What can we have in place of fuel? What can we have in place of money? Like must everything be bought? What can we do? Do we even bring back the barter trade? Wewe uko na machungwa, mimi niko na maembe. Unipe maembe. Like, unipe machungwa, unipe machungwa. This is what these people don't want to hear. Yes? Nyinyi ndio mmeleta hizi shida, alafu mkiambiwa, amtaki kusikia. We want to bring an alternative solution. What do we do? Should people go to school, watu wasome kitabu from from front to back? When you can make money, just unabonyeza tu computer na unapata pesa.
ChatGPT.
Is education the only equalizer? Kwani lazima mtu asome ndio achorwe kazi? Ndio lazima upate bachelors or masters ndio upate kazi uanze ku earn millions of shillings. This is what these people believe. And the world is not like that.
Okay.
Yes.
I understand. And also as we speak, can we localize it to our context here, Kibra? Because I also want us to think about how do we work and ensure that we can actually coexist within Kibra. So sasa bado tunaweza vent tu kidogo, Yeah.
So, vile baby boomers wamesema, eti sisi we don't request, tunaendanga na kifua. We don't command, by the way, we request. Na request yetu ukidecline ndo tunakuja na kifua, because hatutashinda tukirequest tutarudi tu nyuma. Turudi back to Kibra. Kibra hakuna kazi. Majenzi wanashinda wametulia. Walisema tiju kuna climate works. Climate works si majenzi wengi wako. Ni magenex, millennials ndio wako. Majenzi bado still sisi tuko jobless. Sisi tutaki, si tunataka ndio maana unapata sisi tuko na intelligent design yenyewe, we can hack your computer and steal your money and get caught. And no, we cannot get caught. Hakuna mtu ashikuwa get caught. Unaona, we have that intelligence. Unaona, we can hack your computer and steal your money. Sisi Gen Z still bado sisi Gen Z Kenya mzima tunaweza kuchangia bob na tukupatie 1 million. Utakutoa wapi? So sisi Gen Z we are sisi tunaendeanga kenye tunataka. Tuendangi na kifua. Tunatakanga tukisema unga ishuke na mkatai kushukisha unga, mtashukisha hiyo unga. Juu
That's what you're telling us, Sasa. You are forcing things.
We are not forcing things. We are not forcing things. We are not. Unajua at first we request. But mkikata request yetu, that's why we force. Juu hatutashinda kwa era moja. Unga inapanda, tutakula lini? Tunazaana bado, tunakuwa wengi. Tunataka at least life ikuwe simple.
Thank you.
It's not getting better.
Thank you Gen Z. Nikuja hapa kwa millennial, kwa Gen X na niende huko kwa millennial. And I want us also to
yes,
okay.
we will localize it, eh?
Yeah.
But number one, I must blame our generation for this problem. The reason why I must blame our generation for this problem, we have information that we never shared. So they are like a ball, a football ball in the field, eh? Inapigwa teke huku, because it does not know where it is coming from and where it is going. And that is what Amani was saying. And I can give example of what she has said. They want to demand that the price go down without understanding the economic circumstances that informs increments and reduction, even of price. They're blank. They don't know. And we can't blame you because we did not pass the information. He said that the fuel has been rising since 2000 up to now. Fuel started rising in mid-70s. Not in 2000, but I understand you because you might understand it from the year 2000, because that is maybe the time you came into existence. I cannot blame you. There are global dynamics that informs even price increments, that sometimes our situation here, sometimes we can't control. But the problem is one, we don't have proper political education. We are in a country that right now, you are being urged to go and vote. What happens after that voting? You are a sheep going to elect another sheep, and you expect a difference. No politician is telling you what happens after voting. You are going to vote like a fool. Then you vote a con man or a con woman, then you are back into square one. Nobody is telling you what role do you have to make the country better. And what are the circumstances that inform some of our issues. One major thing that we have discussed here for 40 minutes is this intergenerational wars that has been created for us. There has never been a problem between old and young people. It has never been a political issue. Remember, we have a parliament here that 80% are people who are under 45 years. Those are very young people. What policies have been tabled in that parliament that can stop certain things from happening? The same group is now, because they know Gen Zs are naive, let me use the right or wrong word. They know very well Gen Zs are naive. They are incited to fight, to go and support a cause that will not help, because part of the people doing that are part of the problems we have been dealing with as a country. They are billionaires who has never owned a company that produce anything. It is about dealership, not leadership in the country.
The question is, must there be a parliament? Must there be voting?
No. Those are critical things that if you are seated together even as Gen Zs, what kind of structure do we need in a government that can deliver? We are human beings, and we have the right to live good life. But few people, very, very few people, are leading good lives. 99.9% of the rest are in trenches, suffering, do not know even what to eat next. So the generational thing, the Gen Zs and Gen X and Gen nonsense that has been sold, mostly to young people, they never exist. Because, look here, Africa have resources, and I told young people some days ago, there has been different sessions in our lives. One, tribalism was used to divide people. Because time has gone, people have intermarried a lot. It will come to a point that telling your son about Kikuyu or Jaluo will not sell. Because people have intermarried so much that the tool for division is expiring. They have created for us a new tool called Gen Zs and Gen nonsense and Gen nonsense, and we have bought it. Okay. Now we are fighting each other as a society. Instead of focusing of what we can do with our resources, now, because tribalism is becoming irrelevant, now young men, we demand this, we want jobs. Where does those jobs come? We have wrong policies that what we are producing, we are not using. What we are eating, we are importing. We are importing what we can produce here. That means we are killing jobs that can help. Factories are closing down that should employ young people. Lakini Gen Zs wako kwa barabara, they are demanding jobs that has been sold by the same people they voted for, but Gen Zs also refused to vote in 2022, so they are part of the problem we are struggling with. Now they have been mopped up, they have been presented even with presidential candidates. Some are in their 70s, some are in their 60s. Those are the Gen Z candidates. People who all along have flown flags, have been ministers, have been judges, have been in politics for 50 years. Those are the candidates of Gen Zs, and they want an answer. Sorry, guys.
With flying colors. Okay. So far, so good. So far, nikisema so far, mnasema so good. So far, yeah, mimi nafurahia sana hii conversation. Clearly, there is an intergenerational crisis, and we are here because we are peace builders. Na you can imagine kama sisi tuko well informed, na tuko na hii msukosuko, community iko aje, because we are representing our different grassroots. I think tu moja enye ina come out clearly is we are from different generation that had different kind of challenges and success. Juu tukiangalia pia in terms of development ya time ya baby boomers si yenye iko saizi. Kuna vitu mingi sana zime-establish when it comes also to technology and social media especially, kuna venye ime-develop, which tumetoka training na tulikuwa tunaangalia, it has its own advantages na disadvantages. One thing that comes out clearly we are not
I think just to make the room ikuwe warm kidogo, Gen Z is not like you are being attacked. You know, we are having this conversation and we are supposed to take it positively so that hata Gen Z mwingine akikuwa na different kind of argument, uko at a level of unaweza ukamsikiza na umuoneshe by the way hivi ndio atufanyi right. So we are the ambassadors, si ndio? That's why we are here, just to make you feel nobody is attacking you, but it is a healthy kind of conversation. So I think kitu moja yenye naweza penda kusema ni tukiangalia generation yenye tuko sahi ya Gen Z, juu nyinyi ndio kusema, tuseme tu kweli, nyinyi ndio kusema challenge tuko nayo, most of you feel you are becoming successful haraka, but again hizo success zenyu, especially tukiangalia celebrity ya saizi, si ndio? Celebrity wa kitambo, mtu kama Nameless si ana exist mpaka leo. Ukiangalia ni msee amejiestablish kabisa, content yake hata ngoma alikuwa anatoaga, hiyo wimbo unaikram, unalala ukiimba, si ndio? Lyrics zilikuwa pia na message. Tuangalie kwa usanii, art. Tukiangalia saizi msanii atokee, si ndio? Ni hapa, si ndio? Hapa, si ndio? Si ndio? Mapa? Kata. Mapangale. Unaona? Hapa tu, si ndio? Si ni hapa. Lakini tuangalie huyo msee ametrend, si ndio? Ameingia Obina, ameingia wapi, na pia celebrity ya siku hizi lazima uitwe juu pia ule mtu ana host anataka pia mileage, si ni ukweli? Amekuja attraction, umeenda following imezidi, ukitoka hapo hata mwingine ataana fair. Hiyo celebrity bado inakuja inatuma unajipiga kifua. Ukikuja kwa community juu unaongelea Kibera, to be precise. Ukikuja kwa mtaa watu wamepassive uko na do. Wewe na wewe uko njaa, si ndio? So kuna hiyo negative vibe yenye inakuja, uliomoka ukaanza kuringa. Si ni ukweli? Na sasa pia hiyo italeta conflict kwa sababu wale watu ulikuwa una hang out nao pia wana feel ligi pia imepanda, na hiyo ni one of the challenges. Tukiangalia pia success ya saizi hata kwa some of us millennials na pia Gen Zs, hiyo success haikui long lasting. Asante, at least unanijibu na unaona ni ukweli. Ni ukweli kwa sababu technology exploitation ama sexual exploitation ziko sana. Hata online child sexual exploitation zimeongezeka. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu watu wako exposed. Nyinyi majienzizi wengi wenye wako na tutoi too smart ndio bado mna expose watu online. Unaona, mtoto adance sijui afanye nini, amepelekwa street huko, amechoka, umemvalisha sijui vitu gani ndio a trend. Hiyo trending bado huyo mtoto aja kuconsent, but you as a parent you feel huyo mtoto anafanya hizi vitu ndio tupate do. So ukiangalia hizo challenges zote venye zina combine, I feel like this is a good platform tuongee na tuone moving forward how then do we collaborate as different generations and speak with one mind and also share with our communities, because sasa kwa mtaa ndio noma iko huko, ndio kumewaka moto. Unapata chali kitambo I believe watu wakiwa kwa uhusiano, boyfriend girlfriend relationship ilikuwa inafichwa, ilikuwa siri kama bangi inafichwa. Sasa hata bangi yenyewe inavutwa hadharani. Mtu anataka kishash apulizie mpaka mzae bila uoga. Unapata pia machali na madem bila uoga. Relationships zimekuwa kaa njugu, kukulo tu kila mahali. Unaona? Which ni makosa. So tunafaa tufaini njia. Tuone venye tunaweza kuwa ambassadors, na tukitoka pale tuoneshe how we can peacefully coexist. Now we love one another as different generations. Asante.
Wow.
Asante sana. Now, what we used to know as peace during our parents is not the peace the Gen Z knows today. We could not talk kwa plot for even 2 months na umeishi na mtu, lakini kitu ikitokea mnatoka nyinyi wote mnafanya nini? Anasaidiwa hapo. Okay? Na mkishasaidiwa, akishasaidiwa, watu wanarudi wananyamaza. We used to be very social, but not in the social aspect that ati lazima tujianike. Okay? Si lazima tujianike ya kwamba sasa tumetoka sisi wote tunaenda wapi? Tunaenda kusaidia nani? We don't do that. Na even these people tukiwasaidia hatukuwa tunasema Yes, hata saa hizi tunalipa school fee kwa wale watu wengine na hatusemi. Hatusemi. Inatukula kichwa tunakuna, lakini hatufanyi nini? Hatusemi, tumenyamaza tu. So what they know as peace and what we know as peace is totally different. Yes, thank you.
Nataka tuelekee na solution. Because kikao chetu leo najua tumelament, ndio? Na mali ngumu zaidi inakuwaga ni what is this solution? Ni nini tafanya ili kwamba hizi generation zote ine, na maybe kuna generation haiko hapa ya wale wadogo wanaitwa nani? Alpha. Hawako hapa. So that then tuhakikisha kwamba even alpha watapokuja huku, we will actually be able to live harmoniously. Si ndio? So I want us to start thinking out of our generations. And let us think intergenerational. Let us think all of us together. And because najua Virginia najua wako na shughuli. Virginia, let me give you an opportunity to speak. Naambiwa Gen Zs, pole Gen Zs, siku attack, but naambiwa hamuna ID, hamuna birth certificate, hamuna nini. Muko tu. Ni kweli? A lot of documentation, wenye wanakosa documentation sana. Ni nini? Virginia anatoka Huduma Center. Maybe Virginia? Yes. Speak to us.
Good afternoon. So, I've been listening to the discussion. Nitachanganya lugha Kiswahili na English. I love Kiswahili so much kwa sababu it's East Africa owned. Jatoka abroad. First of all, nilisikia the first breaking point was the intergenerational conflict, which is very relevant in every institution, in every congregation like we are here. You can see it automatically. You don't need to be told that kuna hiyo break. You can see it. I'll say, first of all, me, from where I stand, I usually say that it started when we went too much with my rights. The moment we said Cain's out of this, because if you look at it from before then, children were communally owned. Ungefanya makosa and shushu jirani akupige kwa barabara, alafu uende waambie mama yako na achukue mwiko. Akwambia hata haja kupiga ya kutosha. I need to add 10 more. You see? So the moment we say that you don't touch my kid, we gave that generation the power of ownership, the power of you are not my mother, the power of you are not my dad, the power of ukiambia mzazi fulani amempiga mzazi anatoka anaenda anajishika hivi. Like umeguza mtoto wangu kwa nini? And then from that point we started breaking the communal bond that was existing before. So now the generation that were grown ups by then could not unanimously control the upcoming generation. So mimi, I'm bringing my kid up the way I want. Nikimwambia usiende kwa jirani, aendi. Jirani akikupatia chakula usikule. It was not like so before.
Thank you. In a special way, Virginia, what you appreciate you. Usually we don't do this to a lot of government officers. So allow me to use this 14 minutes. Allow me to use this 14 minutes to just give maybe a few people an opportunity to say something, and especially kwanza kama ni ule mtu ajaongea, and then tufunge kwa leo. And then we see how to, maybe we'll talk to agents of peace or other agents, tuone kama we can have more and more of these sittings and build our capacity and tujijenge, ndio. So nianze na Nisera. But naomba nikikupatia microphone, we keep short, ndio. So teme ni 1 minute and a half, eh?
We must remember, each generation tunadir nayo is one of the most difficult generation. They are fearless. Ni mtu akitoka kwa nyumba, they don't care whether they'll die or not. Mtu ana, like, this a very awkward, difficult generation. But then again, if things continue the way they are happening, and Caleb, Marasen, Ben, I know you are aware of this, whereby empowerment, whereby we cross women in rooms and we tell them of what they're not supposed to be done for by men. We tell them they're not supposed to be done A, B, C, D. We tell them hii ndio venye mnafaa kuishi, but we don't tell the men you are not supposed to beat your wife. So the same thing is happening. And if we don't like kufanya programs zenye zina capture each and every person kwa kijiji, I think to achieve.
Okay.
We are not going to solve the problem.
So we must question ourselves whether our empowerment inaharibu, do more harm, ama do good to our society. Ndio? Yes, Ajat.
I'll say this. I think tumeongea kila mtu. The issue is that I think everyone kwa kila generation anajiona yeye ni superior. We did, we went, we saw, and I appreciate that we've seen our mistakes, challenges zetu na strengths zetu. What I like us to do is to leverage on the strength that we have. Because we don't live in isolation. Atukai millennials peke yetu, atukai Gen Z peke yetu, we live sisi wote pamoja. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wacha nipatie Wanja.
Yeah, I'm so happy kwa sababu ya this meeting, and most of the time tunakuanga na a lot of meeting that we are engaging young people. What we are forgetting, kuna baby boomers, kuna generation X, tunajisahau kwamba apart from having this conversation we need wisdom. Tunahitaji hekima. Tunasahau yes, tutafanya hizo mambo zote. Gen Z wataongea, then what? Nadhani anytime that we are coming up with program, we need to have intergeneration groups. Hizo groups ambazo we will be able to mend. Unapata we are discussing something that baby boomer ndio wanaweza jibu. Lakini because they are not there, brush off. Hatutaiongelelea because no one is there to talk about it. So anytime that we are coming with program, let's think about broadly all the categories. Yes. Asanteni.
Thank you so much Wanja.
Sawa, Gen Z wa kitambo na sasa ni tofauti. Kwa sababu gani? Things change. Sawa, wakati wa Moi vitu zilikuwa tofauti na wakati wa Ruto. Sawa? Sasa hizi kwa news, kitambo tulikuwa tukiwatch news, hata sisi tulikuwa tunafurahia kuwatch news. Nowadays hata watu wana time ya kuwatch news kwa sababu news ni justice for. News zote ni hivyo. Tunataka justice for. Huyu ameabductiwa, huyu ameuliwa, huyu hata ameshikwa, huyu amepotea, huyu ampatikana amekatwakatwa, huyu. So hiyo ndo life. Then the question is who is speaking for us? Sawa, Gen Z tunyamaze. Sawa, Gen Z wacha Gen Z tunyamaze. Then who is going to speak for us? Kwa sababu hao wazee, sawa, hao baby boomers na pia Gen X, kuna wengine bado wamewekwa kwa mfuko. Kwa sababu watasikiza wenzao. Sawa, Ruto ni generation gani? Hiyo pia lazima tujiulize. Sawa, Ruto ni generation gani? Hiyo generation ya Ruto pia ndo wanatufanya sisi tufanye kitu tunafanya. Si sawa? So lazima tuangalie side zote. Why are we doing this? Because of what? Sawa, and all that. Hii wenzetu hawa kubwa waanze kufikiria Gen Z na kila kitu itakuwa sawa. So yangu tu niyo.
Thank you so much.
Tunafikiria about the election na nini na everything. Nimekaa pata nimeona shida moja. I wish organizations zenyu zinaweza zikatengeneza program ama siku ya kuelimisha wamama about birth certificate, about IDs, about all these things, so that our vijana mtaka wapige kura 2027 iko huko, but tuanze saizi to make sure wamechukua IDs na hizi process ambazo our sisters walikuwa wanasema ni ngumu, turahisishie watu kwa community. When we work on that structural change, hizi zingine zitakuja. But we can talk about peace. Now, mimi sina ID, siwezi pata kazi, siwezi andikwa anywhere. Unataka nikuwe na peace. Hiyo peace itoke wapi? So, kwanza nitafutie ID, birth certificate, nipate, nikuwe peaceful, nipate kazi, peace itajileta. Thank you.
What are the ideologies that we have as a country, even if you don't like? How patriotic are we? Because the solution to all the challenges that we have is about, it will circulate around patriotism. Patriotism ya wapi? Kibra patriotism, wachana na national, Kibra patriotism, whereby we say there is nationalhood in Kibra, whereby we accept all of us as people of Kibra. And then seek for ways of looking into solution. Challenges are enormous. Sawa sawa. Hii Kibra yetu tuko na shida aina 2 3. ID hatuna, land issues ziko hapa, nini education iko hapa, siasa yetu ni hivi ni hivi. Sasa tunatafuta solution kwa njia gani? Lakini all these solutions we will find only if we are patriotic before becoming democratic.
As Kibera people, we must understand the potential of Kibera in the national peace of the country. So with that, we must know that we are a target. We can be a target for anybody who wants to achieve anything in this country. The way during Gen Z demonstration, there were some people that were terribly disappointed that Kibera refused to join the demonstration. Actually, I was told that they were trying as much as possible how they can incite demonstration, because with Kibera joining demonstration, it would have changed the entire force of the demonstration. So that is a critical thing that we must be aware of as people of Kibera. But what are other potential issues that can undermine peace in Kibera, which, because it started in Kibera, then inaendaga kwingine nchi mzima? What are other potential issues? You look at the antagonistic approach, the negative hit about Gen Zs. It is something that can spark anything easily in Kibera. And with that, we will lose the peace that we are enjoying now. So what I would say, Ben, let's continue analyzing. We as a peace committee, we are thinking and talking with other people. We create early warning and early response mechanisms together with other civil society organizations that are working in Kibera, because maybe for the first time in 20 or 30 years, we want Kibera to provide a leadership role in terms of peace building in the country, so that we don't change narratives. We've seen people coming to work ndani kwa DC hapa na hajawahi kukanyaga ndani ya Kibera hapa, kuingia hapa na kufanya kazi na kuingia na gari na kuenda, because of the perception of Kibera. There was a time we had a padri, I'm an Anglican like Wanja. We had a pastor that he came with attitude of Kibera people. Could not, anaingia kwa church hapo, akimaliza, anaingia kwa gari yake na kuenda. Can we do something that can change the narrative of peace? When Kibera goes right, this country will go right. But young people, the future of the country is in your hands. You will decide whether we have a government or we don't have a government. But remember, bad government is better than no government. If there is no government, hatuwezi kaa hata vile tumekaa hapa. I've gone to countries that are in conflict. Gunfire has erupted out of a hall where we are seated, nikafikiria nimekufa. People have been shot inside a hall where we are in a meeting. A bad government, I'm not saying that we encourage bad governance, but a bad government is better than no government. Unaona hivi vitu watu wanaikia mara middle class, upper class, nini class. Those things are only relevant if there is peace. Without peace, with your money, you cannot do anything. Ndio utajua kuenda kuishi as a refugee vile ni mbaya. You'd rather be poor in your own home country. Thank you.
You want to hold the central government accountable. I'm not a defender of Ruto. Sawa. Why don't you start holding the MCA mlichagua kwa ground hapo kama na deliver? The MP kama na deliver. The senator, is he delivering? The women's rep. Then the governor, before you go to the top office. This is a conversation I want us to have on another day. Okay? So that let's come to terms with whatever is happening within our country. Realities, civil, and move on. Thanks a lot. Start kusema wengi.
Sheikh, tufungie kwa maombi.